What is up, guys? So got kind of a cool vehicle we get to work on now. Funsies. Oh yeah. But first we got to clean the floor because it's a mess, and then we can pull it in. We got the floor clean, so let's go get that Bronco. This thing's pretty sick. Alright, let's see. I think I'm just gonna drive it in straight for now. Get a little before picture of this thing. I like these Broncos. They're pretty aggressive looking. Well, probably get started on this Bronco tomorrow. I'm probably gonna try to get it tinted, get the paint protection and important stuff on to protect it, and then we're gonna do the stripe. We had to run to Watertown this afternoon and do a bunch of paint protection for a company up there, so we didn't really get much time to work on this, which is fine because it's supposed to be miserable this whole week, so should have plenty of time to get this thing wrapped up. So for the stripe, we're going to be coming from the hood, and it's going to kind of drop down and go down along the side. It's kind of what we're thinking. We got to measure the hood. We got to figure out, because you see how that's not straight? We can't put something straight on round stuff because it just doesn't look good. So we're going to get a measurement of how wide this is, and then we're going to have to go in the computer and try to, you know, copy that curve. 60. So how's it going? It's the next day. I gotta go pull in a trailer before it starts snowing, because Friday we got a guy coming from Utah we're gonna do some work for, and we need to lift for it. We're gonna be wrapping the back end of a cattle pot and doing a door similar to this one. Weather permitting, we're supposed to get like 14 inches of snow, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, but we need the trailer so we can possibly load this, because if that trailer's wet, boy, she's sketchy to load, so it's easier to just make sure it's inside. So let's go get that. We're gonna go ahead and get started on tinting the Bronco. We're gonna start from the back and make our way to the front. So we're gonna shrink it, but I don't think it needs to be shrunk. We're just gonna send it, see what happens. Well, I got these two back ones done. I didn't film it because it wouldn't have been very cute, so me trying to climb in here like a monkey with a football, so I didn't film it. Now we can get these ones tinted. I don't think we need to take these apart because they're open frame window and the gasket's quite a ways down in there. Then we can get started on paint protection. We're gonna do hood, fenders, bottom of the grill. I think we're gonna throw the headlights in just because it makes sense. We're gonna come up to about here, I wanna say. You know, another smart place, honestly, to put paint protection is where you get in and out, because it doesn't take much with this new paint to get scratched. And you'd be surprised how fast this will wear out with your feet dragging in and out. We'll definitely be doing the door cups because this is a black vehicle, okay? So black's gonna show everything. Make sure this gets covered from you ladies and your fingernails. Well, it started snowing, so all right, guys, I got this done. I'm not used to tinting it the way I did. I take everything apart so I can get in there. I'm not a top load tint guy. I've only been tinting since I was probably 12. I think I've been doing it long enough. I know what I'm doing, so. We can throw this back on. Throw these back in. Tint just does something to a vehicle, you know? All right, Dad got the hood washed. We're gonna put the paint protection on the hood. All right, the hood is on. Let it dry a little bit and it'll just tuck right under there. We did go ahead and put the fenders on. We did up and around that pillar in the top of the roof. Tomorrow is when we're gonna do the bottoms with paint protection and the stripe. The stripe's really gonna make this Bronco pop. Kind of excited. We'll film that stuff tomorrow, but obviously for you guys it'll be like 2 seconds. So stay tuned. Also, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed. What are you doing? Go get subscribed. Just kidding. Don't let me tell you what to do. So it's the next day. I'm stuck, maybe. It snowed quite a bit last night. Still blowing. At least the streets are cleaned off. It's blowing pretty good. Some good drifts in front of the shop. Funsies. Sheesh. Alright guys, so we are gonna finish this Bronco up. The only thing I gotta do is I gotta cut these bottom guards, put these door cups on, do the headlights still, this bottom grill piece, and then we get to do the stripe. Oh, I'm so excited. all the paint protection's finally on, so now we get to do the stripe. I just got done putting these on, and the headlights. Now the headlights are kind of funny. These need a little bit more time to sit before I can trim them out. But other than that, the paint protection is done. Now for the fun part, the stripe. You do a wheelie? Woo! We're upstairs in the production room. We were gonna design up our own stripe to put on the Bronco. However, we found a similar stripe, basically the same thing we're gonna put on there anyways, from Eagle Cut Graphics. So we got the hood cut. We already went ahead and cut the sides. All right. Everything's cut. Next step to do is make sure everything's clean. We can whip out this stripe. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of try to do some test fitting. These were not for these. They're for the edge of the hood, which is fine. We thought it was for something else, but neither one of us really looked before we cut it, but that'll work just fine. So we'll just line it up with the edge of the hood right here. All right, so we're getting it. Now we're just gonna get this other side kind of mocked up. So what do you guys think? Looks pretty rad. The material that we used for this is 3M printable silver metallic, and we laminated this with 3M 8518. For the paint protection is 3M, helps fight against rock chips, and it's just self-healing. This new paint nowadays is just not up to par with how it used to be, which, well, that's about everything nowadays. The tint is Suntech 20%, and then we went over the rear factory 20. See? So that's going to be a wrap for this Bronco. If you made it this far, make sure you like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Later.